Fisk unit. Fisk unit. What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist Schooner while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. So check this out. It seems as though Joe Schoen is fed up with Kadarius Tony and whatever with Golladay. So word on the street is Kadarius Tony is on the trade block, and so is Kenny Golladay. The report came out earlier this week, and I ignored it. Then Bleacher Report said it. I ignored it. And then NFL Rumors, the Twitter account, which has been pretty damn reliable, they tweeted out that Kadarius Tony and Kenny Golladay are on the trade block. And I'm like, okay, that's three sources. That's three sources now. So, Giants fans, Fisk unit soldiers listening to this video right now, I ask you one question and one question only. Can you miss something you never had? Can you really miss something you never had? That's really what the question comes down to when it comes to Kadarius Tony. In the offseason, when the rumors came out that we was traded on whatever, I said, what the hell is going on out here? I was concerned. I was upset. I was angry. Fast forward, the Giants are 5-1. Toney ain't been on the field since he had that trick play in Tennessee. At this point, I'm fed up. And I've been patient with Toney. I haven't slandered Toney. My co-host Kyle Pizzle comes on our podcast and says he doesn't know the playbook. Maybe he's not getting it. Maybe he's too focused with his rap career. And I say, Pizzle, give the kid a break. He's probably hurt. He's probably in a doghouse. Give the kid a break. I tried to defend Kadarius Tony, but at some point, enough is enough. Daniel Jones is out here playing with a bloody hand and a bad ankle. Saquon Barkley's shoulder is dangling out of his socket in between plays, and he's still out there on the field. Brian Robinson of the Washington Cockroaches got shot and get back on the field before Kadarius Tony. What the hell is going on out here? At some point, you have to be fed up. At some point, you got to cut bait. At some point, you have to let him go. Okay? With that being said, I think we should keep him. Joe Schoen has enough assets to go get a DJ Moore, a Chase Claypool, maybe even an Elijah Moore from the Jets without giving up Kadarius Tony. You got to keep him. I'm fed up. I've had it up to here. But at the same time, you don't have to get rid of him. We don't need the assets. What are you going to get for him? Fourth or fifth rounder? Who's going to trade for an asset that they know you don't want and hasn't been on the field? Maybe Kansas City. See, here's the problem. If we were sending Kadarius Tony to Cleveland to rock like we did Odell, okay, fine. But the only teams that are going to take on a problem child like Kadarius Tony are going to be a Green Bay, a Sean McVay, or Andy Reid. If Kadarius Tony wound up in Kansas City and set the world ablaze, Giants fans, we're going to be sick. So as much as Kadarius Tony is getting on my nerves, his Kawhi Leonard acting self, as much as he's getting on my nerves, put him on ice. That's how I feel about it. I'm angry. You can hear it in my voice. I'm angry. I'm sick of Kadarius Tony. Just something always going wrong. Stop. Just stop. I'm tired. Your number one job as an athlete is to be healthy. Your number one job as an athlete is to take care of your body. Whatever Kadarius Tony is doing, stop and do the opposite. Fire everybody around you. Get a new staff around you. I'm sorry. Something's got to be done. As far as Kenny Golladay goes, it's about time we walk him into an empty room. It's about time we walk Kenny Golladay into an empty room. I never want to see him again. Remember that scene in The Godfather where Sonny Corleone, when they brought the fish into the room, and then the dude who set his father up, the driver, he asked him why he wasn't there. He gave him a BS excuse. And when he left, Sonny said, he looked at Clemenza and said, I never want to see that guy again. Yeah, that's how I feel about Golladay. I never want to see him again. Walk him into a room. Never want to see him again. I mean, just like, on one hand, we got Golladay, who's just, the only contract worse than Golladay is Russell Wilson. At this point, the only contract worse than Galladay's is Russell Wilson. And then, to quote the great Tony Soprano, you got this off-the-reservation cocksucker, Kadarius Tony, who's giving me a headache every week because I look forward to Wednesdays to see if he's practicing, and he don't practice. Oh my gosh. But now I know how Tony Soprano felt when he was arguing with Big Puss in the garage, bro. He off the reservation. I mean, look, Giants fans, to make a long story short, we cannot trade Kadarius Tony, and we can't trade Golladay. I said it a month ago, Giants fans. Just send Golladay home or keep him inactive. He's useless. But we need that $13 million in cap space in the offseason. We gain more from letting Golladay walk than we do by trading him. I'm dead serious. Shane can do more with that $13 million in cap space than he could do with a 4th round pick that he'd get from Golladay right now. I'm sorry. So just keep Golladay on ice and just be patient with Toney. The Giants can trade for a wide receiver without giving up Toney. Now, the question becomes, what does Daniel Jones need? And I think Daniel Jones needs a route runner. I think Daniel Jones needs a polished veteran receiver who knows what he's doing. He needs DJ Moore. Bottom line, Joe Shane, go get him DJ Moore. That's the guy, Joe. Go get him. That's Daniel Jones, Stephon Diggs. Go get him. Enough with the Kadarius Tony trade talk. It's not helping him get on the field. I'm starting to get a feel for how Joe Shane and Brian Dable operate. They let these Kadarius Tony trade rumors float in the atmosphere, thinking it's going to get him to practice, and it ain't work. It got him to camp earlier this year, but I don't think it's getting him on the field right now. So, kill that noise with the Kadarius Tony trade talks. Golladay is cheaper to keep him. Just put him on ice. And Joe, go into that 2nd, 3rd round pick vote you got, bro. Go into that 2nd, 3rd round pick vote you got and go get us a receiver. Simple as that. Make it happen, Joe. We rooting on you. We counting on you. Make it happen, man. A number 1 receiver is the only thing standing between us and the ultimate goal. Bottom line. That's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.